Back to messages across Tamriel. Venus, Galarian of the Mages Guild, has a plan to stop Molag Bal's incursion to Tamriel. Requires convincing the three alliances to join forces with the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild to assault Coldharbour. To start the diplomatic process, Venus Galarian will teleport us to talk to one of the alliance leaders. I need to go enter the portal. Alright. Where's this portal? Show it on the map. I forgot where it's at. I'm not in the right place here. Yeah, there we go. Yep, so we just got to go up there to the Mages Guild. We're going to go through the portal, and then we're going to go do some diplomacy. Oh no, running into the wall. Okay, here we go. Not quite sure about these messages across Tamriel, but I guess it's part of the main story quest, so that's one thing I really need to do. I gotta grind through some main story quests and get kind of caught up on a few quests, because I've been not playing ESO for pretty much the last decade while it's been out, and now it's 9 years old, and I am pretty much totally new to the game. So there's practically a lifetime of content out there in this game to check out and see about. Alright.
But if I found the lattice clockwise... Oh, no, that would cause an enormous explosion.
There's a portal. The solo dungeon, that's what this is. We're going to Mournhold. I don't know that I ever been to Mournhold before, so this could be interesting. We completed something. We received an introduction. I don't know. Did we?
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the armatures will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush. Master Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Coldharbour crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak.
Okay.
I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king.
Thank you for speaking with me, honored Skald King.
Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me.
You don't fear death?
To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want?
Time to take the offensive against Molag Bal.
Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me?
I propose a moot. A meeting of all three alliance leaders on the island of Stirk.
Where the All Flags army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
You know, I heard a rumor that the Skald King is seeing someone. They must be quite a person to stand up to his personality.
Alright.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on?
Well, where to next?
Eldenroot. We should have a somewhat warmer reception there, as I have known Queen Irene for quite some time. That being said, I expect that she'll be accompanied by heavily armed guards. Irene is friendly, but not foolish.
Okay, let's go find her. We don't have to travel long and difficult paths. We just go through the portal. And it takes us where we need to go. So we're going to the... the big tree where the little elves live.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies.
My only sworn enemy is Molag Bal, Your Majesty.
Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary.
You've heard of me?
A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about?
I've come to propose a meeting on the island of Stirk to discuss an assault on Coldharbour.
And you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting? A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
All right, sounds good.
The stories I've heard about Queen Irene are incredible. I wonder if even half of them are true.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Yep, let's go.
We have much to do. Come.
All right. Where's the portal? Over here?
That this one looks forward to seeing her live figure in her tight hands.
I've been reading about Wayrest since I was a kid. The books don't do it justice. It's so big.
Kind of cool
What
how
should we do first? Visit the docks?
Isabel has all these things she says. Special lines based on what characters you're around or what places you're in. Very cool.
All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part.
That wasn't the tricky part?
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and, well, you'll see soon enough.
Okay.
Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
With your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
Sounds good. Let's go.
A moment, please.
Where's that portal at?
I'll wait for you on the other side.
Well,
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
so the portal to Stirk is right here, but I don't see any glowing light. It's just the little quest marker. I guess that's a glitch. Don't think I've ever been to Stirk before either. Alright. There's a boat over there. Nice water.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all 3 alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
The Alliance leaders arrived.
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
I'll do my best.
I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Coldharbour invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on.
Okay.
2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
There's some grapes.
Look,
Can't you see
it's
that I'm
Lady
furious?
Laurent!
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbins, haven't you finished tying those bags yet?
He's useless.
You really are hopeless.
He is useless because I just
Farewell, milady.
took a bunch of stuff out of those bags and he didn't even notice. Alright.
I don't care who you are. If you can't carry my luggage, you're useless to me.
Oh. Okay. Now where are we going now?
Wonderful.
Over here.
It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Oh, he's really throwing the insults. Who do we gotta talk to next? I've never been to this island before.
Alfari is over there.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my Lion Guard.
Well, that didn't seem to go very well.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Coldharbour?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
Okay.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Coldharbour. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
The guilds can lead the attack, but only if all 3 leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Okay.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmeric's lapdog.
We need to cooperate.
But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we send the guilds to Coldharbour?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
I don't see any other options.
Perhaps. But I must think about this. Go! All this talk has given me a headache.
Yoren is a Skald King, right? That's kind of like a bard. I wonder if he still sings in public.
Yes, Isabel has a crush on the Skald King.
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth. He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. We're not going to easily forget that, and we're certainly not going to fight by his side in Coldharbour.
There is an alternative.
Is there? What did you have in mind?
We could send the guilds into Coldharbour.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Coldharbour to fully understand what they'd be up against.
I don't see any other options.
Nor do I, but I'll agree to nothing until I've conferred with my advisors. Now go annoy the others. I've had enough for one day.
Very well.
You know, Queen Irene seems like the kind of person I'd like to get an ale with.
Yeah, Isabel seems to have a crush on everybody.
This meeting feels like 2 wolves and a sheep discussing what to have for dinner. I will not sit back and let them pick up my bones.
I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest?
Send the guilds into Coldharbour.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Baal's followers are legion.
Do we have a choice? I don't see any other options.
All right then. I'll agree, provided you can convince the barbarian and the child queen. I don't envy you the task. They're more pig-headed than I am.
You talk to High King Emmerich so easily. Have you ever read some of his writing? He's actually a very talented author.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
They're considering the idea, but they're not convinced.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
They don't trust each other.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
Storm? Vanus, what's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
Oh, that doesn't look good.
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bal!
Stay back, Countess!
Insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad.
He's a pretty ugly guy.
Shall be mine.
Chaldean! Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Bal's
Okay.
minions, and close the unstable ranks.
It's a snake woman. Ra Lorca.
And never return, fiend.
Well, that was no problem. 2 more to go. Oh boy, that one's large. It's a demonic dragon. And I'm standing right in his spitting area. Oh no. Look at those teeth. Oh, all right. I have level 41 rewards to claim. What am I gonna pick here? Guess that'll do. Okay, so where am I going now? Over here?
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
Then we must act quickly.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Coldharbour?
Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leaders to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Coldharbour!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Coldharbour.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanis.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Well, that's settled. Oh, look, it's a door with a tree on it. It looks just like the one that's in the Lord of the Rings that Gandalf finds in the Elf Mountain. Dwarf Mountain. We're entering the Portal Valley. It's kind of pretty.
We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everybody?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Coldharbour undetected.
Okay.
It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Coldharbour. Be on your guard, my friend.
Huh. Okay, so we have a little group of folks here. Well, let's head in. That's an interesting landscape.
Hello, what's this?
Padwell.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
Where is everybody?
Rotten luck. They arrived in Coldharbour, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap.
Okay.
Welcome back to Coldharbour, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
What's across the bridge?
What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hallow City.
The Hallow City?
Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Indeed. Well, I'll head to this Hallow City then.
Back to Coldharbour, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
Okay, you said that already, my man. Okay, so we're starting a new quest, the Hallow City. This is the Hallow City? Or are we going there still? The Hallow City's ahead. See, I thought Coldharbour would be sort of dark and like a demonic dungeon or something, which perhaps it is, but that architecture over there looks kind of normal. I wonder, is Coldharbour a normal kind of a town? I don't know. We're gonna find out what it's like in there. I don't know what kind of a town this is. Is it like a player city? Or is it like a dungeon? See, this looks kind of nice in here. Almost cozy. Interesting. All right.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker.
Who are you?
You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care.
Where are we?
The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Coldharbour. It just needs life to return it to glory.
And this is where I'm supposed to gather my army?
It could be. There is no safer place in Coldharbour. For Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs.
I'm ready. Lead on.
Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk.
Very well. It's a nice church over there.
Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Coldharbour to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within.
It's cool, we get a little tour.
As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Coldharbour. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Coldharbour. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nirn. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vana Scalarian, the Ayleid King, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here. This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Coldharbour will have an effect on the Hallow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands.
What's your role in all of this?
I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hallow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you.
What's the next step?
You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hallow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course, but they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor.
Others?
As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust and who would be willing to join us here.
And the mage and the king? Where will I find them?
Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the Mage is somewhere in the Eastern Plain. His exact location is hidden from me.
I'll find the Ayleid King and Vanus the Mage.
I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness.
What are the lights of Meridia?
Originally, the lights were a gift from Meridia. Power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When she pushed the city into Coldharbour, she filled the lights with even more of her divine power.
And how will I use them to free the king?
King Dinar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic. Meridia's lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid King free.
Where can I find these lights?
As you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered. As were your allies. As were the lights. They could be anywhere, but most likely, they are guarded by Molag Bal's forces.
You don't have anything more precise for me to go on?
Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. A tower that is not a tower, that guards one of the lights. And others whisper of a vile laboratory to the southeast that distorts the purity of Meridia's light.
Okay. Well, that's going to be what we go off of then. We gotta go rescue some people. Not quite sure where I need to go though. Maybe we have to go, we gotta go out of town, I guess. It's interesting that the Hallow City is actually a civilized place. It's not a dark, Daedric area. It's actually a nice, civilized town surrounded by darkness. It's interesting. I don't have any quest marker telling me where to go to do these things. Oh, there's a bad person there. Spider woman. It's definitely an interesting landscape. I got a portal over there. We'll unlock. The Court of Contempt Way Shrine. What's in here?
Captured.
I have no idea if I need to go up here or not. Probably not. Oh, there's some coffee. Some ash. Not really what we were looking for. Guess we're just gonna have to explore until we find those guys. What do we got over here? I can't go in there. Maybe some other time. Well, I'm not seeing anybody important in here, so I think we can leave this little abandoned fort. Oh, there's some skeletons hung up. That's kind of creepy. Energizing. Well, I guess that's going to be a video for tonight. We're going to have to call it a day, and I'll find these guys later on, because this is taking a little while, and I'm not really sure where they are, so I might be looking for a little while before I wind up finding out what I need to do here. I guess I should have paid a bit more attention to the quest that told me where to go. In the meanwhile, I'll make my way over here to this way shrine and I'll unlock it. At a minimum, we're unlocking some new way shrines and exploring a new zone that I haven't seen before, so that's a win. So till next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.